Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with designers Rob Daviau, Alan R. Moon, and Matt Leacock, who are the designers of Ticket to Ride Legends of the West, something you can barely pick up with one hand. Debuting in November 2023. This is a legacy version of Ticket to Ride, done by Mr. Moon here. It's almost the 20th anniversary of this. This was not connected with anniversary in any way.
No, it was supposed to be out years ago.
Yeah. Right. We had a small pandemic that delayed things, or...
I don't follow the news much. What are we talking about?
That's right. You did your work years ago, and you're just like, where's my check?
Yeah, no, we finished a couple years ago. So.
Yeah.
Where did this start? Did you two approach Alan? Did Alan come to you? Was it Asmodee being like, do us something to make more money? Like, where'd this come from originally?
No, I had thought about it. People had come to me and said, we'd love to partner with you on Ticket to Ride Legacy. And I thought, when they did that, I thought, I might do it, but I'm not going to do it with you. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with Rob and Matt, right? So,
they have a little more experience with this style of game. Yeah.
So when I played Pandemic Legacy, I was like, this is great. I said, okay, we're going to do it. So I asked these guys if they wanted to do it. And I really didn't know if they would be interested or not. And so they got back to me and said, yeah, but we're so busy we can't start for another year.
Okay.
I don't remember this part. I remember Matt and I going, we're doing this, right? He's like, yeah, we're doing this. Like, that sounds great, right?
Yeah, but you guys were real busy.
We were doing, I think we're finishing up season 2 of Pandemic Legacy. It tells you how long ago it was.
Yeah. That would have been like 2014?
Yeah, 2016. 2016, yeah.
Okay.
So we started in 2017.
Yeah, I think we started.
I mean, the years are kind of blurry at this point. I know.
I know. That's like when he says we waited here. I'm like, I might have. I don't know. I hadn't even started restoration games when we started this game.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And really, the first year we just Zoomed like once a week and talked about ideas. That was all we did for the first year, which was really fun. And if that was my whole job, I would do it all the time.
Yeah. And we had to make it fun.
So the starting point was 1900s and Ticket to Ride, and where do you go from there?
1800s.
Okay.
18. Yeah. I forget. The time moved around. We ended up at 1865 to 1898.
Okay. All right. As indicated on our box.
Yeah, it's 12.
We've got a lot of
in the campaign.
We've got a lot of years listed here. We've got some projection of what we're doing.
Yeah.
1865 being the starting point for what reason?
This isn't our world. It's a world sort of like our world. That's why we call it Legends. But we want it to just be after the Civil War.
Okay.
We just didn't want to touch that at all. So we just said after that until basically the end of the century.
Right. I mean, the focus is very much on the game.
Yes.
Not necessarily our world.
Correct.
Yes, it is. A war game does not break out as a surprise twist in the middle.
For good reason, I suppose. That's adding a little bit more possibly to Ticket to Ride than we need.
I mean, so just to give you some context, the early prototypes had really like no theme or story, and so they worked fine, but they felt really dry. So we said, we need to have the story, and in comes Rob Daviau with the story. So
all right,
it's great.
Starting with post-apocalyptic world here, where there's only the East Coast left.
Only the East Coast, yeah. You don't understand how jigsaw puzzles work, but we'll go over that later.
That's right.
Yeah, it goes up to the Mississippi, except for Florida. And you can see in the box that there are 8 different region names,
right.
A giant sealed jigsaw puzzle. So as you play, at some point, expansion will happen.
Okay. I mean, one of them is literally just called Florida, so
it's just
clearly
you'll know where that one is and how it works.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But the Americans don't do well with geography, so they might not know.
Okay. So from the starting point, I'm guessing it is Ticket to Ride.
Yep.
We have colored train cards. We have jokers. We have tickets.
Yep.
Start with 4 tickets. Keep at least 2. That's all very familiar.
You got newspapers.
That is not. No one knows what a newspaper is, Rob.
Well,
I mean,
not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's like
no.
a really foldy internet. It's like
And there's no score track.
there's no score
There's
track.
no score track.
Yeah.
That was one of the ways we sort of streamlined things.
Okay. So there's no winner.
Yeah, no, it's
There's no point.
It's all just vibes. Did you feel like you won? Like, how did you personally you achieve your hopes and dreams?
Yeah.
Matt was like radiating over there. We could just feel it coming off him. Yes.
No, there is scoring. The scoring's just a little different. There's a few things with let's see, it's newspapers, scorings, and large cities.
Large cities. And unique train powers, I see.
Well, right. If you build on your own color, get $2.
Okay.
If you build into a large city, draw a card off the top of the deck, which is over there.
Okay.
So it replaces one. And at the end, you do score based on how few trains you have left.
Okay.
So it's the more you get out, the higher your points, which sort of streamlines the scoring as you go on routes.
Okay. Same in-game trigger.
Yep.
Two or
Start
fewer
with
trains.
$5, and you can gain or lose money throughout
Okay.
the $5.
Yeah.
And so these are our points.
Yep.
Money?
Yep.
Money is
They're also-
points. Oh, I already had 5.
You're cheating.
I didn't realize it was sitting there. I don't keep track of my money, apparently. So. All right. So we kick off just playing.
Yeah.
Well, there is a story deck. We're going to skip that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd read a couple things and then...
You want to read the introduction?
You want me to read the introduction?
We gotta dim the lights here. We'll like
La, 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 la.
we'll scale down the brightness as we're doing.
You want a newspaper
We'll
voice?
Put a campfire.
Yeah, campfire.
Crackle around
Yeah.
here.
The Bloody Rails. Is that? Thaddeus Reeves, owner of Reeves Rails, was murdered out west. He had been scouting new lands for his rail line. Evidence led to Mama O'Connell, hard-nosed rail baron from a small town in West Virginia, who now owns the largest rail line in the country. It's said she pulled the trigger herself. Mama O'Connell has disappeared into the vastness of North America, but even from the shadows, she's still running her network of trains. In the meantime, there's opportunity to be had. With both Reeves Rails and the O'Connell Line weekend, it's time for some new rail barons to step in. That's us. But I don't know if that was
Clearly.
implied.
Yeah. You should have that.
That's my 19th
That's you.
century newspaper voice.
Yes. I'm gonna move into 1920s radio voice. That's what I really like.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so when does kick off?
Oldest
Matt?
person first?
Oh, is that what it is?
Person most
Did you write that
recently on
rule?
the
That's probably me too.
train. A week ago?
Oh, darn it.
I took it, no, 2 weeks. I took a train to New York.
Really? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I even have the star player. So I just.
Oh,
I just
yes,
made that
by
up. No, I
default.
wasn't on a
That means
train.
I go last.
You'll be okay.
Okay.
All right. We've been talking so much, but I think it's I have. I'll take. Just give me that locomotive. I'm going to play like a rookie.
Wow. All right.
All right. And no difference with rules in terms of building. We've got 4 players. All the
One of
lines
basic
are
rules
open.
is I'm playing blue, so don't draw any blue cards, okay?
It's more of a threat than a rule.
Illegitimate. That is not happening. Take this and this. There we go. I'm not taking the blue.
That's good.
Go.
Oh, what is this? Draw the next event and put it into play. Then discard this card.
So this card has a lightning bolt, which means it's one and done, and then we can ignore it because it came up before we've done anything. It says when this card is drawn, each person collects $3 for each completed ticket they reveal.
Wow. Before we even started. Yeah.
going here? All right.
If only I'd known, I could have claimed something on my turn.
A whole ticket, one.
I got a crummy ticket.
You got Boston to New York.
I do have Boston to New York.
I'm going to take a blue card. Thank you for not taking them. A blue card.
I like how Matt put this out of reach for most of you guys over here.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna go Charlotte to Norfolk.
Okay.
The rails await.
So, which one of these two was more annoying to work with?
So
Hands down.
You step up. You're like,
So
oh,
the
call
funny
this.
thing was, when we started, I was kind of like the odd man out. These guys have worked together so long. It was kind of like watching a married couple squabble all the time. And it took really months for me to like be part of the marriage.
I remember
Expanded our relationship.
I remember talking with the two of you before for Pandemic Legacy, and it was very much like you're coming in with narratives, and then Matt's sort of coming into like how we actually do the structure of how it works, and then it comes.
We do more together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing we really do differently is I tend to write the rules and the first draft of the narrative, and he makes like the cards and the kit.
Right.
And it's a pretty common perception that like I'm story and he's mechanisms, but it's not.
No?
It's not the case.
Okay.
But relied on Alan. We're like, does this work in Ticket to Ride? Does this work in Ticket to Ride? And like you did all the tickets. Like came in one day.
Maps
I
and
did 40 tickets.
Right.
Because they're so easy to do now. Like,
You just have it internalized at this point.
so, and I just think about like the first copies I made with by hand, like with like sticky paper.
I played Ticket to Ride Europe at a playtest event. I think it was 2004.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Protospiel.
It took me days to make that. Now I can make a map in an hour.
Yes, it was just like a whiteboard with
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And if I made a mistake, then I have to peel it back up or stick it. I mean, it was incredible. I'm so old. I used Elmer's glue on my first prototypes of games. Yeah.
I made Elmer. I have nothing.
You have nothing.
No,
You can just do your
That's
turn.
Oh, is it my turn? I thought we were just
it's
talking.
your turn. I mean, we can do
No,
that
it's
too.
fine. I don't
Yeah.
mind playing games. I'll take the red card. Thank you. And the yellow, please.
Yeah.
I like to taste the rainbow.
For me,
I'll
one
save it
of the
these two.
big parts about Matt and Rob is not only nice guys and friends and like incredibly creative. I was interested in what their method was, right? Because I don't have any idea how to do a legacy game. I thought I could do it myself. I mean, that's ridiculous. And after I started working with them, I was like, well, I could never have done this by myself.
I remember talking with Mike Fitzgerald about the Legacy one he was doing, and he was just like, no, it was a nightmare. Like, it took years to figure out.
Oh my God, yeah, it's crazy.
Because I guess you're backtracking as well. I remember talking with you about Seafall, and like, you're like, if you want to change, you realize really far down the road,
Yeah, that you want to change something and you're
it's like you gotta, how far do you have to backtrack?
that's one thing Matt's really good at. Is I'm like,
He's amazing.
we could change it, but man, the amount of work. He's like, well, we might as well start now then. And I'm like,
Yeah, he's amazing. Like how fast I watch him on on Zoom, trying to like using Illustrator. I'm like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? He just does amazing things. I was like, it's incredible to watch. Yeah.
the worst one is adding a new rule because rules usually go into the rule book, and it's like, oh, but there'd be a new rule between R and S, or even worse, like between E and F. It's like, okay, so we have to make, and then he'll sit there and I'm like, okay, so this is new F, which is old E, and I'm changing in the rule book, and he's changing it like on the card. I'm like, so wait, no, we have 3-letter G's. How did we do this? Back up.
Why didn't you just do like, you go to a Greek alphabet as you're doing changes, and then
Placeholder, I don't know.
yeah,
We should ask you.
the Russian alphabet,
you
like
in the
you
meetings?
cycle through that. I was not there, but yeah, I know you started. So you said 2017-ish,
Yeah.
and it's been a while. When did it actually finish? Like, how long has it been ready to go?
Yeah, probably in 2021, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least a couple years.
Yeah, and then we had some still final play tests with pre-production copies and things, and proofreading. Yeah.
There's been a lot of great production work, and I'm very happy it's coming out now because got the production copies, played those, found some things that were, could be better in the production copy. When you finish this game, you can play on the completed board. We got together this year and played a final game that people at Asmodee had played, so we had a final game to make sure all the rules worked as we thought on any game. So there's that extra polish that we got to
All the
do.
localizers playing the game as well.
Oh, yeah.
So they catch
Yeah.
all sorts of things,
I spoke with Adrian from Days of Wonder, and this is a simultaneous launch in, what is it, 11 languages?
I think more. Now.
13?
All the languages, 18.
All every language.
All 18 of them.
It's
very smart.
and a simultaneous launch. And yes, Adrian was talking about trying to coordinate all the translations across the line with everybody.
And that scares me because I don't know what they are. It's like,
Well, your job is done at that point. So, yeah.
That's always interesting when you go to localize, is because English is a wonderfully sloppy language, and other languages aren't. So inevitably, someone in a different language will say, this card says this, do you mean A or B? And then you go back and you look at the card and go, oh, there are 2 different ways to read that. And then you can fix the English card.
But then you also have to submit that to everyone else.
That's why it's been 2 years.
Okay, there you go. Apparently we're not playing. Or we could just put this down. I'm not sure at this point.
It's always my turn? Okay.
I think I
It's
basically
always
Play
your
a yellow
turn.
card.
Okay.
All right, so we can I come in first. It goes Atlanta to Charlotte.
Okay. What did I have? 1. It feels weird not getting points.
you draw a card because of the big city.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think we shaved 10 minutes out of the game.
So big cities are indicated
Green again.
by the green in there. Okay.
Thank you for not drawing blue cards, everybody. I appreciate it.
You will hurt us.
This is great.
Now, Alan, you were saying before, like the first game, I guess, is going to take what, 20 minutes if we were not
if you're playing
talking?
with me, it takes 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could draw it out to 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I've seen people take longer, but it's pretty fast.
Top card, please.
You can see by the time we're at the end, you're getting 55
Playing on
trains.
green.
So you can assume that's going to be a lot longer.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let's 3 black to Cincinnati.
Draw card.
Rock-
Big city.
I was already in Pittsburgh.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Every time.
Every time you make a line,
Every time.
if you connect 2 cities, you still draw 1.
Okay.
Oh, Matt.
Now Matt went on his own color, so $2.
I had not even been thinking about that at all.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You got other things
That's
going on.
forcing me to do that.
I mean, you guys have experience here.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Oh, Alan's playing Cutthroat. I love it.
No, I'm trying to get my.
I'm gonna go Philadelphia to New York.
You have a red.
I'll take the top card, please.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very
No red
awkward.
cards? Yeah, I didn't have any.
And so into Boston, so get a card. And if we want to draw tickets, that's just the normal
Normal thing.
You
procedure.
got it. I got 4 blues.
He still only gets $2, no matter how long the route.
I know I should get more.
Okay.
So, it's always me. I will take a red card, please. And let's see what the. Can you reflip the tableau
Yeah.
as per the rules of the game? I'll take a white card.
One job.
So,
You have mini jobs, man.
yeah.
Let's see. I gotta play.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot I have another ticket.
Hold on.
Wait, newspaper.
Oh, I got to take this back.
Reeves Rails Restructures. While this card is visible, you may play white train cards as locomotives.
Ooh, that's great. If I
Wow.
had any.
That could be a super random boost. But I guess, so now obviously this is a surprise. I have not played this.
Yeah.
You guys knew this was a possibility.
I forgot that card existed completely.
You don't remember?
2 years ago?
Okay.
But
But I'm just
yes.
wondering, like, so there's the narrative to go through, but is there a benefit? Like, do you say anything about, sure, play this level multiple times, or
Yep.
does it, it's purely intended, go for it?
What I've learned is I've played the whole campaign 4 times,
Okay.
and it's just as fun the 4th time because there are decision points that I won't make during the game. I'll say you go ahead and make that when I normally would make it because I want them to have the fun. But other than that, I'm trying to play a different way because I know what's happening. But some of it I can't remember, obviously. But I think it's really fun to play it again, which I wish Pandemic Season 0 was because that was my greatest game experience, and I can't play it again because it was just. No, the secret stuff is just so important to the game. Drink a lot. No, I mean, it was so great. Like, that's the one thing I really feel bad about. Like, I honestly, wish I could forget it so I could play it again. It's so great.
But here it works a little differently because of
I mean, you'll
what?
know the things, what's going to come up, but I don't know. It still feels really fun.
Right. I mean, it's different too because it's competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well,
not-
I'll give you a hint. That town of Lewisburg right there in West Virginia,
Yes.
build into it. Is it a completely made up town?
No,
Or-
it exists.
No, we just needed something.
yeah,
for it.
Alan made the map and he put Lewisburg down. We're like, what is this? We're looking at
Everything else, you're like, yes,
I'm like-
We
absolutely.
didn't have a name for it.
We didn't have a name. It was just a mystery. Finally
Like
found it.
zooming in at Google Maps.
Yeah, it's like, is there a train? I don't think there's a train route into it. And it cracked us up that we have this town with no train route. So we made it super important,
Okay.
which is just an inside joke for us. So, but
That's
now
right.
you know.
It's the Duluth here. That's, that's
See, I think every Tickets Ride should have Duluth on it. I don't care what country it is.
It's
or
always my
anything.
turn when we're not playing, right?
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
3 red because that white counts as a wild card now.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to go into Lewisburg.
Speaking of,
And I'm going to, take $2 for building on red.
all right. And I got
he's
2
winning.
yellow because I don't.
I don't think so.
white.
I'm not playing for tickets.
Oh,
I get $2.
I don't think they're important.
All right, I got the two green here.
Nobody's taking cards out of display. Come on.
Can I get $2
Get a card.
and a card? Thank you.
I gotta take this white since it's wild. That's a great biscuit.
3 wilds.
Oh, just in time. Nice. Oh, that's a mess.
I'll take black. And probably another one. Yeah, that's gonna go soon.
Is it? We'll see.
Oh, look at that.
Or maybe
Oh,
not.
If not,
Let's see. What's the plan?
Yeah, me too.
so Alan, I was talking with you earlier too about the multiple ticket to rides coming out. And I think you were pretty much saying like you could do it for the rest of your life. Like
I mean, yeah.
it's so variable
Yeah.
in terms of what you could do.
I mean, people always ask me, like, did you know it was, going to be open to so many variants? I had no idea, but once I started thinking about it, I mean, I have a whole file of ticket to ride ideas, we can just do. It's amazing, yeah. And like most of my life, just luck.
Well, it's luck due to work, though, right?
I mean, there's some of that, but I tell everybody, like, for me, as my success, I did my job, but like beyond that, it was like all luck. And like everybody else had to do their job, and we still needed luck. It's great. Like these guys work way harder than me, I can guarantee you. Way
No,
harder.
he's right.
I get $2.
There you go.
I will take a black card, please.
Yep.
And then flip it. I want that newspaper. Oh, I'll take another one. Why not? Let's just go. Oh, you got all
So,
those white
tickets?
cards now.
Tickets?
Use them.
I'm going to get 3.
3. Draw 3, keep 1. At least 1.
At least one.
I'll let you take one.
You kept all your tickets, didn't you?
I kept 3 of them.
And you made them all already?
Maybe.
Yeah, this isn't even that much room.
I'll keep 2.
He's got a Gen Con high.
Wow.
I had not looked how many trains people had, so who knows? Maybe it might be a stupid idea.
I need a couple more turns, so don't end the game.
Okay.
One down
Crushed it
here.
in the game.
I'm going up into Boston. I'll take a top card, please. Thank you.
Not an event. Excellent. So 2 jokers into Baltimore.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
Getting $2.
Yeah,
And
and
getting a
buck.
card,
Yeah.
which is still not an event card. Well, there's those 2 done.
Oh my god.
No one likes to show off.
Seriously.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
didn't draw a card last time for going in there. Anyways,
How many we got here? 10?
Okay, Alan.
do a red, draw a card.
So if I'm not doing tickets,
3.
Is
here.
there a-
Can you go Atlanta Mobile, please?
so I have no idea what I'm doing here in terms of like what's the value? Am I just supposed to wing it?
Well,
Are you all? I would keep
Like,
drawing
no,
tickets.
I've done my tickets.
Tickets
I
are
would
great.
Keep drawing tickets.
If you've got cards of your color, you can do it for $2.
Right.
It's a little spare thing.
Why not?
Especially if you can build on your color where you draw a free card, like a little one where it just replaces itself.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm trying to do.
that.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's yours.
No, I just went to
And he drew tickets.
drew tickets again.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's trying to crush us. Trying to crush us.
that's right.
You're gonna hit the find out
Wild
stage.
card, unfortunately.
Wow, that newspaper state I gave
Oh,
lost on that.
that is not. I misread that city.
All right, I'm gonna take tickets.
That city. That. I'm only keeping 1. I'm only keeping 1.
Oh, I've made a dreadful mistake.
Seeing Charleston, I have no presence in down there.
Keep that.
You good? You're all set? 3 black. Let's go to Buffalo. Get a card.
Wild card, good move. Good. Let's see what comes up. I'm gonna play a wild card. Go here and get a draw card.
I'll take a red. And I will take top deck. Oh, newspaper.
Oh, God damn it.
No, it's your whites.
Lewisburg puts out contracts. When this card is drawn, any player who has claimed at least 1 or more routes into Lewisburg gets $5.
Oh,
Yellow
okay.
and green, right? Oh no.
No.
Red and blue.
Whoa, yeah, nice.
I told you.
You did it.
Great rule.
You did the thing.
It's an amazing rule.
Okay. Now? Wait.
Is it my turn?
I did that, but I didn't draw a replacement.
Draw
Oh.
blue cards.
I did. So, mine now.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
What'd you do?
I drew tickets.
Grab line.
Yep, I'll keep that.
Doesn't help me.
Injury. Insult injury.
That doesn't help me.
All right, I got
I'll take
one.
a red. No, it's a newspaper. You draw it all the time. You got another news.
Another newspaper?
While this card is visible, if you claim a white road, collect $2. I'm gonna take this red, and hopefully
Because
something
there's no
good
white
comes
player.
up.
That's the guy who was murdered. So I'm going to play a red to go from Mobile to New Orleans. New Orleans is a large city, and I will take a. Oh, sorry. You don't have to
Take the last card.
for me. Yeah.
And all the events get shuffled in, or the newspaper cards?
Yeah. And there's
Okay.
a card in here that reshuffles newspapers.
What do you got? You got 5?
I got 5 left.
Let's do it again.
Tickets.
Oh my God. Eric has like 20 tickets.
He's smoking his
Oh,
own stash.
this is the one that hurts me though.
I can't even finish my starting ones.
I've got a real problem here.
I got a real solution.
It's my fault.
Yeah, me too.
I
Although,
was trying to look him up and wait for him. I mean,
All right, sure.
Oh, when they were wild, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The card left my hand like, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks.
you can take it back.
Yeah.
It's a legacy game. You play, you can go back like 5, 6 years.
5, 6 games.
No, 3 lawyers. I played
my turn?
Pandemic Legacy with 3 lawyers. They always want
Well,
to
this
cheat.
will be the card that I want.
You're not
Yes,
throwing
sir.
anything out the display. You're not
No, I
helping
don't
me
like
at
the
all.
display.
You're not helping me at
Oh,
all.
I got a nice blue card.
Oh my God. This is horrible.
I'm going to play a train from Montreal to Quebec for funsies to get $2.
There you go. What do we need here? I think away. Mystery. Set.
And why did you get $2?
Because it's red.
Alright, 2 blues. I could see there being some weird
Finally, I got a red.
Finally.
2 blue, last round.
Attention attendees. The time is now
Where do I think I could be the
5:30.
biggest
The
jerk?
call will be closing in 30 minutes.
It doesn't really matter.
Drink on?
I can't go.
All
I
right.
can't go in a large city, which is all I was looking for to draw a card.
Does that matter now?
Well, he gets one more turn.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll take $2. Didn't get this.
There's only one bad
This
thing you can
last
do, Matt.
ticket.
Don't do it.
playing white rouge.
Oh, good. That's
There's no single. Oh, yeah.
Can I get
there's-
a 2?
$2. All right, good. Oh, I completed my tickets on the last turn. Thank God.
And I get to go here.
2 more
Down to
bucks.
1 to.
Oh,
Okay, done.
All right.
Oh, Eric's got one of 2 percent.
No, that one bombed, the last one.
That's it? Just one bombed?
If I had one more turn, I would have done it.
You
But
got all those other tickets.
yeah.
So should we give out awards for remaining?
Yeah, so you add up your money
We got to get.
and your tickets,
Yeah, and your.
All right.
and then
Oh, hey, there's a thing here. I never even looked at this. Oh, when retired from the game, take and read postcard 107. There you go. Not now, but you can see what's coming.
Rob, you get $12 for the event?
yeah, if you have 1 train left, you get.
All of-
Depending on how many you have left, you get money. So I get 12.
Okay.
And Eric get 5 left, so you get $4.
Okay.
How many give him?
They're 5.
$4.
I have 2, so I get $9.
So money based on what's left over.
You
Okay.
get 9?
9? Yeah.
I mean, your tickets are all like
55?
way bigger than mine.
You have 55 points?
How many do you say for this? 12?
Yeah.
I can check.
22?
12, yeah.
I think I did it wrong.
13. I have a pathetic score.
I have 36.
38.
51. 51.
30. 51 is good. What'd you have?
It's the one.
38.
It's
you
the,
only 38 with all those tickets?
They're all.
it's the
They
one,
were not great.
It's the trains left. If you look at the chart, 0 or 1 trains is worth like
It's
2 or 3
$12.
tickets.
Okay.
That replaces the score track, basically.
That's right.
Same function, but
So 12.
I should have paid attention
I got-
to that first, man.
Wow. 51.
Because I could have played more instead of doing tickets, and that would have been way better.
32.
I wish I'd known. I listen for what I actually play. Yes, that's good. It's secret info.
Scores like
Yeah,
that.
the stakes
Wasn't
keep
trying
escalating
before.
as you keep going.
Okay, so now we finished. Now what?
Wow.
Well, you would read this,
We read the
Okay.
story, yeah.
and
There's-
stuff would happen.
Well, there's a whole end of game sequence, and it's real important you do it in order.
Right.
And things come into the game, things go out of the game. We read the story.
Things open up.
Yeah.
You open up boxes. The
I
map-
think we can
Not a big spoiler.
show the
map's gonna
inside,
get
right?
bigger.
You open up the conductor's toolbox.
Is the thing you would do now.
Oh man.
Whoa, hey, that's not supposed to be
We're not supposed to
visible.
look at those.
That's not supposed to be visible, is it?
No, the backs are fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. That's not the map. It's not.
It's a panhandle. We know what that looks like. Okay. That's right. So we got trains, more trains, boxes here, haunted waste,
Lots of cards in here.
mysteries,
The story. deck
mystery
around the
stuff.
cards.
All right. So there you go.
Yeah.
And what was interesting, I don't know whether we should talk about that. We can cut this out if you want, but you had said later on, you were like, you had so many more ideas
Oh,
that
yeah.
came up after.
Well, since I've been thinking about this since we were sort of finished, and I don't know.
2 years ago.
I know, yeah. And so I've been keeping a file of like all these things that we could have done, and just things that we can do, if we were going to do another one. Which there's no plan to do that right
No.
now, but just it's just because it's just like every other Ticket Dragon. There's so many more ideas,
Right.
and just
Like
working
you,
with.
like you said, you had a Ticket to Ride files of possibilities.
Yeah, these are all specific legacy ideas.
I remember, I forget how long ago it was that you were talking about a map in Japan that had the Godzilla, which came out, but that was like years later.
Yeah.
It was a long time
Yeah.
after. So
Yeah, because when we started to do, I think the Japan map was going to be the third map in this whole series,
Right.
and I wanted to add Godzilla and Mothra in there. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? And so that was where Alvin and Dexter came from.
Right.
But I thought, like, Japan, everybody knows Mothra and Godzilla, right? Sure. And I think Bandai was. Did Bandai want to do Mothra and Godzilla? Bandai, when they did the Japanese version, did they want to?
I was asking Adrian from Days of Wonder.
But then, I don't know, it got changed.
Right. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah. I know it's always like behind the scenes stuff of like what comes out
Yeah.
is like honed down from all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Like
We
there is so
changed
much.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so
Matt
much.
was kind of the
could be.
gatekeeper. Like Matt was like, "No, we got to play test this if we change it."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like let's change
Everything's
this.
broken. Everything's broken unless we test it.
I was like, well, "We could do this." And he goes, "Oh, we'd have to play test again." Like,
There you go.
so it was really fun.
So, is it fresh again? Like now that
is
it's been
now.
so long?
Yeah.
I mean, you said you played 4 times, so
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's sort of playing a Ticket to Ride game with a little extra, and so it makes it more fun for me.
Right.
I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I will definitely play. I'm going to play a couple times in August with friends because they want to play.
I think that's sort of the secret as well to why Pandemic Legacy was so well received. I mean, aside from being well designed and all that,
Yeah.
right. But you're committing to playing at least 12 games.
Yeah.
You want to play with friends.
You do.
And so it's going to be like you're hanging out with the people you like most.
If you do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ideally you will
that's a good
stay
tip.
liking
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. So of course you're like setting yourself up for a good experience. Yeah. So
I mean, we have rules that if somebody misses a game, we have rules to cover that.
Right.
We don't want anybody to do that because we want
Things
them to
happen.
enjoy it. Yeah. And we thought about like, well, if people feel like somebody's way ahead in the game, what's their incentive to keep going? We tried to address that.
Well, I
too.
think it's great how we address
Yeah,
it.
I think it's really good.
I'm
So,
happy to talk about that because it's right. It's not a secret, is it?
I don't know. I would say let people find out. I think, it's just because secret. You don't want people to quit halfway through. You want them to go to the end because there's going to be cool surprises as you go to the end. So,
well, I mean, yes, I know that's like closing a book halfway through and being like, whatever. Some people can do that, but
But it is. In some competitive legacy games, you get halfway through, and if Alan's won 4 games and, you haven't won any, and Matt and I have each won 1, we'd be like, you got it. We don't need to finish this,
Yeah.
right? And so we wanted to address that.
Right.
And I mean, you could have a big disparity, but I think it's close enough that you still have a chance.
Right. Well, I mean, each Ticket to Ride game has variability in terms of everything, and the tickets and the cards, and yes, someone claims that one route that you were like going to claim on your lots of variability there. So cool. Thank you very much for playing, talking about this. There you go. Overview, the beginning, Ticket to Ride Legacy, Legends of the West, out in November 2023.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thanks.
Beth, did you remember to hit record at the beginning of it?